Hey, I call. Aye, shame. What's going on, people? Welcome back to League M for the match review. Chelsea 2, Burnley 2, and yeah, that was a very disappointing performance, to say the least. Like, it's not disappointing in terms of the effort that the guys put in, but just the amount of chances that we missed, coupled with the goals that we conceded, like the manner we conceded. I think we played a good game. You know, if we had converted some of the chances that we had missed, we would have won the game. As I did say, you know, if we managed to put away a few chances that we create against these people, we'd come away with a comfortable scoreline, but that was not the case. And I guess defensively on our part, the goals that we conceded were shocking. You know, we conceded from a corner, we conceded as soon as the second half starts. It's that case again, whereby we come out of the halftime team talk. Horrible defending. And we'll get into that in a second, but I just wanted to say that I'm very worried. Actually, I've been worried, but now with the end of the season edging ever so closer, you know, the worries start to grow, and you're not seeing some of the results that we've had. Most of these games are games whereby, you know, the 3 points was just there for the taking and we just didn't. And now, looking forward, it's very difficult to see now where the 3 points are going to come from. Let me just get into the game and what happened in the game. First half, we started very positive, but over time, Burnley started to get more comfortable on the ball themselves. You know, the game was pretty much end to end. It was too open for my liking, actually. Both teams had a good amount of chances. I believe we had the better chances. And one of the best chances that we created in the first half fell to Jackson, who showed brilliant footwork in the box, in the Burnley box, to beat a Burnley defender in their box. And when it came time to just poke it in the net, you could argue that, you know, he had one touch too many and the keeper was just well positioned to smother his effort. And he did have space to maybe take a shot, and I think if he had taken that decision, maybe, you know, the chances of scoring would be much higher. You know, the chances of scoring would be much higher when the distance from the goalkeeper is, you know, instead of when now this is you and this is the goalkeeper. But that would have been a brilliant goal. One of the contenders for goal of the month, in my opinion, had that went in. And that was rather unfortunate. And later on in the half, we actually managed to score a goal from a corner finished off by Axel Disasi, but it was ruled out for handball. You know, the ball did make contact with his arm before it went in, so that's fair. We started to apply more of the pressure and we created an ample amount of good chances. Mudryk had a good chance. Palmer also had a chance where I think there were, you know, better options to explore, like playing other players in. Could have gotten it back and maybe scored a goal then, but he decided to take the shot on himself, missed. Kukurea had a chance as well from a diving header in the box. And with the pressure that we've been applying, we get rewarded for it by winning a penalty. Lorenz Arsignon fouling Mikhailo Mudryk in the box. You could argue that was a soft penalty. The contact there was contact, but it wasn't very conclusive. And look at the area of the body as well. It was more this area than the lower. So on another day, maybe that wouldn't have been given. But I'm not complaining. The man got a second yellow, sent off. The coach, Vincent Kompany, had some things to say, and he gets sent off as well. There was a lot of drama in that period, and Cole Palmer stepped up to take the penalty, and he takes the filthiest penalty that he's ever taken in a Chelsea shirt. Brilliant composure for him. Well taken penalty. Now you'd think, with Burnley being a man down, missing their manager, that we'd apply more pressure, kick on, and actually kill off the game. Let me tell you. Second half, it didn't take too long for us to concede. Josh Cullen with a brilliant strike. First time strike off of a 1-2. He wasn't marked. The back four was just trying to keep their shape. I feel like Cullen, at that moment, he was the midfielder's responsibility, and there was just no one tracking him. Gave him ample amount of time to shoot first time, and the shot beats Petrovic. Yeah, that wasn't a good way to concede. And Burnley had a moment or two whereby they got in behind our defense, and it looked like they were going to take the lead, but our defenders were actually well positioned to mop up and clean up in that moment. And since then, we've started to apply some pressure again. I don't know why. It always takes us some time to grow into games, grow into halves. Always coming out of the halftime team talk horrible and having to grow back into the game. That is an issue that needs to be addressed. So we've been applying the pressure in the second half, created a good amount of chances. If I were to highlight each and every chance that we created, this video would be longer than I wanted to. So many chances that we created. Jackson had a couple. Mudryk had a good chance himself. Cole Palmer had a couple as well. And Palmer actually managed to put one away. It was a well-worked goal. Good movement from Palmer, linking up with Sterling. Sterling with a great assist, playing him in, and the finish from Palmer was just, that was a good goal. That really was a good goal. And Sterling is a player who's been getting, a lot of criticism from me, other Chelsea fans in general, though everyone, but credit where it's due. That was an amazing passage of play, and he did good. I actually thought he was positive when he came on. He was looking to make things happen. Not too long after that, though, we concede again, and this time from a corner. This is against 10 men, by the way. How they actually managed to get up the pitch, and that in itself is worrisome. You understand? We're not supposed to. I feel like that thing, it's not supposed to happen. It's not supposed to happen. Allowing 10 men to get in your half, get in behind your defense, and actually create something. That was a horrible goal to concede. Got done again from a set piece. I really think we need to change our approach in defending set pieces, because why were our small players the ones having to mark the big men? And why are we not combative enough in the air? That is a problem, because a few moments later after that goal, we almost conceded again from a corner in the same manner, but Jay Rodriguez's effort hit the post. You understand? If that was any lower, that would have been a goal and would have probably been finished. You understand? And conceding a goal like that is very unfortunate for Petrovic, because I thought he was good again, as he always is. And that effort and the goal from Dara O'Shea, he actually had both hands on it, but I guess it was just too hot to handle. And yeah, after that, almost conceded again in the same manner, and it sort of, I wouldn't say it caused panic, but we did try to fashion something still. We did try to go for the win and kill off the game. Still created chances, and I think you already know what happened. We missed those chances again. Madueke had a good chance himself, even though that was a half chance. Sterling had a very good chance whereby he could have taken the lead for us again from a header. It was a cross into the box. He was free and it went over the bar. What are you gonna do? As if things couldn't get any worse, Malo Gusto picks up an injury. The extent of the injury is still not very clear. I think we'll get feedback from that in the coming days, but I hope it isn't anything serious and we have him back on Thursday night against Manchester United, because that he has become a very key player for us, a very important player for us, and we really cannot afford to lose any more of our players, especially in this time. In terms of the chances that we created that we did not convert, if we're judging it solely based on that, then you would say yes, no, that it wasn't a good game. And it wasn't a good game. I'm not happy that we drew. This was a game that we were supposed to win, and this was a game that we could have won. But when you look at the individual performances, I cannot really fault anyone or everyone in this case. I thought Mudryk was good. He was always, whenever he got on the ball, he was always looking to make things happen. His delivery most of the time was excellent, and he was always creating. Had a couple of good chances himself. Couldn't ask for any more from him, honestly. Cole Palmer was good himself. He had a couple of good chances, scored a couple of goals for us. Jackson was also good. His link-up play was good. He was running the channels very well, and he had a couple of good chances whereby I think if he had converted at least one, that would have won the game for us. But he was good. He was good. In every other department, he was good. He was also looking to create for others as well. He was playing other players through as well. And, he could have had a contribution. Enzo and Caicedo had good games, I feel. Enzo was actually playing where he should be playing, not really attacking the box as much, only here and there, not all the time. He was always deep, getting on the ball, playing those passes that we know him for, and putting in the defensive work where needed as well. He was very tenacious. He was good. He had a good game. Caicedo as well, doing standard Caicedo things. He was solid, as he has been throughout the season. As For Disasi and Badiashile, I think individually they were good, but together there were moments where, you know, there was just no communication between them. When you talk about how we conceded, especially from a corner as well, but in game, in open play, individually they were good. They won all their duels. They were blocking shots and they were making clearances. Still think we're going to see them together in the next game, so, you know, with time they'll maybe get back to that pairing that we've seen at AS Monaco. Our fullbacks, Cucurella and Malo Gusto, they were actually good. You know, Malo Gusto, standard performance from him. He was, you know, always being dangerous in attack, working well with whoever was in the right wing, be it Palma or Madueke, you know, always looking to create. Defensively, he was good. He wasn't done too many times. Cucurella was tenacious as always doing the dirty work, not allowing himself to get beaten this time. There weren't many moments where he got done himself. I really rate his performance. Sterling and Madueke were very positive when they came on. Sterling managed to get an assist that got us the lead, and Madueke was always looking forward, looking to make things happen whenever he got on the ball. Can't really fault the man for trying. He's always looking to put in a good effort when he comes on. And as for Conor Gallagher, this was one of those performances from him where I am outside of the running and the pressing, he didn't really provide much else for the team going forward. And this is something that I always tell niggas, that cannot be all that there is to his game. You know, if you're going to play in the number 10 position, you have to be able to see the final pass, you have to be able to play the final ball, you have to be able to fashion some chances for your own, to contribute in attack to the team. And he has not done enough of that, in my opinion, outside of those couple of games in the beginning of the year where he actually contributed. He had some goal contributions, scored a couple of goals. From then on, it has always been constant running and constant pressing. We didn't see a lot of that against Burnley. There were not moments where he won the ball in the final third. And now, when that is the case, what else is there? What else can you do? You understand? So, I didn't really rate his performance against Burnley. As for the coach, I cannot really fault him that much. I think he did everything right. I think the team setup was good. Enzo was playing where he was supposed to be playing. The substitutions were made in time, and the substitutions were positive. Apart from us having always to constantly grow back into the game in the beginning of each half, we're always coming out of the halftime team talks horrible. And there's evidence, there's empirical evidence, there's numerical evidence, and you can also see the evidence. Outside of that, I cannot really fault him. Still not backing him though. Looking forward to the game against Manchester United on Thursday. We cannot afford to dilly-dally in front of goal against them, not them, please. If we're going to play the way that we did against Burnley, against Man United, we will get punished. I mean, Man United are horrible, but they can win games, you understand? That's on the players, honestly, to make sure that we put away some of the chances that we create to give us a better chance at climbing high up the table as much as possible, you know, in order to qualify for Europe, because it's there. We can do it. We just need to go out and do it. That's it for this video. I'd like to know your thoughts on the game in the comments below. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Keep it in.